Hi, welcome to the stream. My computer is still frying. Fuck. Okay, I need to cool it down first. But yeah. Okay. Hi, welcome to the stream. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this lovely character that I did last time. I'm okay with the line art. I think she's okay. She looks human enough. Now I want to actually make some clothes for her. And I need to think, what do I want as clothes? I think what's gonna be easier would be a jean. Or like jeans. I think you'd say jeans, not a jean. A top that is normal, I think. Or open shoulder. Okay. Might be something that I like, because that's one of the things that I like. Open shoulder stuff. So that might be a solution. Also, I just realized that the head is separated from that. But then it means, okay, so my bad. It means this part is unnecessary. And so, yeah. And so my question first is that I want to be able... Oh yeah, I don't have my glove on. That's why it feels weird. The glove is great. I have a glove for my graphic tablet because it's a screen as well. So I think the glove is nice. Oh. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. I want to zoom a bit, I think. So I have that I use. And then I have a face here. So this is pretty much the moment that I need to actually connect that. Yeah. Okay. And I did that first time. That's cool. So why did I put that there? So multiple things. First, I want to actually have the hair to be a bit transparent, so that's what I'm gonna do. I want them to be transparent compared to that, at least on this space. But also, and maybe it's just me, I want to be able to have the full silhouette of the character, so I know how I want to draw the clothes and how I want to make it look. So I will put maybe like, I wanted to have like a pullover, but I want it to be open shoulder, so that's what we're gonna do first. I want the jeans and maybe a bow or something in her hair, maybe a flower, whatever, something that is kind of cutesy, I think, and that's okay. For the rest, so that's the head, right? Yeah. For the rest, I don't have the head profile. Like, this gives the profile of the head in a way. So, can I separate that shit again? Like, I want to have the hair on a separate layer. So let's just disable that for a moment. I want that, I want that, I want that. I want that, I want that, I want that. And if I remove that... Okay, so I was on the wrong... Or was I? Huh? Okay. What? If I do that, I'm supposed to see it, right? Yes. I'm supposed to see it. What? Hold on, why is it... Why, if I do that, it doesn't translate to this layer? I know why. Because there's the layer on the top. That's my fault. I made a doopsie. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And if I remove that, you have the head in a way. I think I want it to be symmetrical. So let's just take that. That would be there. Even if it doesn't look good, and don't get me wrong, it might not be. But I want it to look kind of okay. I think that's maybe... That's a flat head. Where does the... Okay. I want to keep that, I think. How many pixels is that? 4. This is 5. Do I want to make it 5 and then do 2 or 3, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 3, then that? Does that register as a head? I mean, I know for sure that you won't see that outline, just to help me. Maybe it's a bit... That's a massive forehead. Okay, this... that's a massive forehead compared to that, like... The shape of the head. I mean, you won't see that, so in a way... Is that really a problem? Like... I don't know. Okay, I want also to remove that so I can do something smart, which is remove... I had the fantastic symmetry tool again, but yeah. I want to remove that, so that's the hair layer, and I want to actually put it on top of those. So if I put it on top, you see that, and if I do that, you see the outline. Good. This outline is fine if it's not great. I'm still gonna change it because I see some stuff that that makes me want to cringe, but yeah. There's... What? I have something there? Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just... Apparently I draw outside of the canvas, which is an interesting choice for the thing. But then it's weird that it takes the entire fucking canvas and this one is just taking that. Huh. 4. Let's just... Yeah. I have no idea why, but okay. I need the symmetry tool again. Just so it's a bit... Yeah, okay, so I put 5. I think 5 was a mistake. If I put 3, and then I do that, like 3 again, like 2, 1, 2, and that. So the whole are not supposed to be there. Better? Yeah. Incredible? No. But visible? Also no. So you know what? Fuck it. That's fine. That's good enough to give me the idea of where is the head. This won't be seen anyway, so I don't care. So now that we have that, I want to do some researches because women's clothes, I don't know them correctly. So, a try is we're gonna go to the what I call the game development scene or whatever, which is that, and what I want to search for, that's the sorry, that's the yeah. I'm just gonna clear that and put that in big Boreal. I want to open shoulder top. Just want to see how they look. I think they look good, and I want to do that. So something like that. I think that's charming enough. I like the little frou-frou here. Oh, jewelry, and not with these chubby ends, but maybe a bracelet. You know what? I think it's stylish, though I don't like the strap there, the this little strap here. This is too much, I think. This is too much. But this is stylish in a way. Maybe changing the straps so they look not like flashy like that. But in terms of open shoulder, I think it's what I want. And I like the fact that it's just a pants like that. I don't think I need more. I want something that is trendy in a way, but not like necessarily complicated. It should be the how should I put that? Though the game takes place in a Victorian mansion, the time of the game, so the time period the game is in, is our time period. And I think this is something like I, as a feminine guy, would wear. So that seems okay to me. I mean, I would look terrible in that, don't get me wrong, but I would wear that. This is nice. Oh, I could actually change her hair to have like a blonde like that. I might actually do it. But yeah, just something like that. And I think it's okay. I think it's a good outfit. It's simple to make. I mean, simple enough. Not incredibly simple, don't get me wrong, but it's simple enough. Also, because I'm in the middle now, since I changed that for my other streams, you see the behind the scene that I use WLR which key to switch scenes. I know, pretty cheeky, huh? But yeah. Anyway, you live and you learn. So yeah, I don't think it's a problem, honestly. Nobody is behind my model, but whatever. Change nothing. So I have the image in front of me, by the way. You won't see it, but I have the image in front of me. I want the base color for that, so I want the color that is... So, okay. First things first. I think what I want is I want to have that. I want to do a selection in the interior recess of the line art because I want to keep the line art like that. And the line art will be changed, and I want to use another layer. So selection is inside the line art, which is great. And I have a new paint layer. I'm just gonna rename them so I know. So color, in that case. Yeah, I am perfect with my typing. That was great. Okay, this is the line art. This is the hair. So just I have that. It might change because after that I will just... Hello! Welcome to the stream! So yeah, it looks... so this will be merged after that, so it's fine. So now, using the reference in front of me, I need a shade of blue for the top that goes around. So I'm on the color. Should be on the color. So it should go around there-ish, I guess. Why am I not drawing? Did I do a mistake? Or is that not the wrong color? Oh yeah, I know why. Because I wasn't erasing. That's why. So yeah, if I do that, so that would be around there. That would be basically the top of the... So that's how the top should stop. The top stop. Anyway. And then this will be the genie and stuff or whatever, just what I want to draw. And I think for the sleeve, maybe stopping them around there. Something like that. So that would give the idea. And for the top, I mean, typically it's an open shoulder top that I want to do, so something like stopping there, basically. Kind of. Also, yeah, but not really, because it needs to be like something like that, I guess. Just so it's a bit less depressing to watch. Yeah, something like that. And that would be okay. Yeah, that would be okay. And then you have that. For the strap, I think just 2 lines would be fine for the color. So that'll give a good idea of what I want. Then it will be the rest, so that's okay. And then you have the thing. So pretty simple, honestly. If I do it like that, it's pretty simple. That gives me a good idea on what I want. It's pretty symmetrical, I know, but it's fine. So what I want now is I want the color. I want exactly this color. I think this blue is incredible. Maybe it's just me, but this blue is incredible. So I'm just gonna use that shamelessly. All right. Praise God for color pickers. So just to have the color, I want the hair to be on top now, just so I know. I want to hide them for the moment. Yeah, and you're good to go, because thank you for telling me that it was hiding. So something like that, if we need to change the color anyway. I would like to select a color that is different for the strap here. And for the line heart, the line heart of the color. So something like that, I guess. It's not visible. Yeah, I want the distinction to be pretty obvious. Maybe something lighter? A bit more light. Yeah. I think if it's light, you see the color well. So it actually gives more readability to the sprite, and I like that. This color, although, can be useful because I kinda want to do something like that. Though doing this kind of yeah, maybe that color. I might use a sand color. Hold on, let me just save my my palette at some point. So I don't need that. I want to save the palette around the color. So here, that's my I'm still in this super system. So this is this one. Then I have this one. Then I have this one, which could be the saturation next to it, so that's okay. I want a sand color, or at least a color that is like golden, so I'm just gonna take it again from this reference photo. Something like that. And then we want that here. So that will be my new color. This color will be put there. And I think for those, yeah, I think it's better. It actually breaks the composition quite nicely. So this looks like mixels. Not mixels, like Shaggies. And yeah, it is, but we're gonna be smart here. So this color is nice because I can actually put some stuff like that. Okay, I need to be it's okay. I think in terms of line, it's okay, like that. I want maybe a color that is like that, and then just, yeah, that's cool. So this is the color that I put there, and I have this color that is used for the aliasing. Yeah, around there. So this is good. This is good. This is a nice touch. I like that. This is a nice touch. I don't want it on that side. I think breaking the symmetry is fine. I would argue that it would be better to have this broken and then, or maybe having, oh, not good. Or maybe having that and then having in that place. Okay. Cool. Kinda okay. The hair I need to change though, because they are just, like, if I change the opacity of the hair, if you don't see the line out under, it actually kind of work. But I need to change the opacity of the hair. Like, this should be full. This should start being opaque. But this should be full. Or at least on the head here, it should be completely full. Or maybe not. Maybe not, actually. You could argue that... Yeah. But then I need to have stronger colors. Otherwise, it just wouldn't look good. But that's fine. So, we already have something that is okay. I think just like that, we have a really good sense of value. I want some, like, it's blue. I would like some highlights and stuff. So, how does that look? I don't want to model the boobs, that's for sure. That would be weird. But yeah. Huh. How do I go around that? Like, this is weird. Like, I want to give kind of the wrinkles in a way. Also, I would want... Okay, I think that's a little modification that I need to do. But I would like that to be over top and then smaller. And then having it really fua. Just like in... what was the name again? In Irumakun. Fua? So something like that, I think. Would that work if I do it somewhat like that? Like... And if I do that, what would that look? Okay. This is not incredible. In fact, it's pretty bad. So I think it's okay there. But this is where it's starting to be annoyingly sad. So either something like that, but not that big. I think stopping there and then having it hug it kind of like that. But then I need the line to be finished, I think. And then I would need to have that on the other side. I think this is being cheeky, but maybe no. It needs to be subtle, like something not like that. That's for sure. But something like, so I get the lion art with that, which is great because I can actually get back to the lion art because it's underneath my color. And that's why layers are great. I'm learning. Something like that, I guess. But then I would need something like that, right? Or maybe not. Maybe something... I'm gonna cry. Something like that. So yeah, we have that. Oh. Actually, like that. Okay, hold on. Can I get this color? Just so it actually breaks up a bit. I want it greener, I think. Just so it gives a better perspective, better color. Yeah. This is not quite bad. I like that. But then what I want is I have the profile, which is okay. I would like to have that a bit bigger and then clack. Or really, or do I? That's the thing. Do I? Because I need to do another line, that's for sure. No, it actually fucks up the line art quite substantially. So either... Nah, I think it's okay like that. I think it's fine. It doesn't quite give the illusion I want. Maybe because it should be further. Maybe this line should be a bit further. Yeah, maybe just okay. I'm just checking for the line art underneath. That's why I'm doing that, but it's fine. So if I put this line a bit further away, then I need to move that. That's for sure. This is misplaced. What I need is I need it to be maybe like that. And then I need that here. But this is a bit better. This is a bit better, although probably not there. I would argue... I'm still in... that's the wrong color. I would argue something like that. And if I put there, that's kinda okay. Yeah, I think this one then should be probably not there. This is bad. There or there. No, I think it should be there. Yeah, I quite like that, though I want to break the symmetry just so we have something that is a bit more interesting. And that be on the top. So, honestly, like that, we have something that is not bad. My only gripe is that this area is really bland. How does that look when you zoom out? Maybe with the hair on top. That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. I'm not gonna kid you, that doesn't look bad. I want a color for the skin color. I think this color should do. Let's just still it appropriately. I want this color to be skin. I'm just gonna check. Yeah. Okay, if I do that, how does the color... Yeah. Thank you. Something like that. I might need more tone. But if I show that, remove the selection I had already, and then zoom out. So let's pretty much the thing. Like, that's small, but if I zoom a bit in, maybe remove the grid just so I have an idea. It's not bad. So now for the pants. Pretty simple, I think. Oh, yeah, it's not, that's Windows P, not Control P. Okay. Okay. So now, same, I want to select the line out again. And then I want to do that. Pretty simple, I think it complements well. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'll put that in the line out like a moron. So in the color, I think it complements well. I'm gonna just remove that so I can create a palette for that. I would want some specific to put some aliasing, I think, or anti-aliasing. Something like that. Yeah. No. No. Gris. I wanted to do the pick, but I can't do the pick correctly. I was gonna say something, but that's just inappropriate, so let's just not say that. Probably. Okay. So something like that. Can I disable there just for a moment so I see? Okay, cool. This is great. Now my question is, if I do it like that, does that give a better color or not? Does that look okay or not? Okay, this one, so there is an issue here. I think should be like that, but then, yeah. At the bottom, I think it's just not gonna be the same color because I want it to be something else. I think it looks bad, but let's just check. With the hair will be better. Yeah. It's... So... Is that bad? No. But is that really good? The shade I use is probably something like that. So yeah, no. I use this shade, I suppose. Yeah, exactly. So I would use maybe the other shade, the one that is slightly darker, but still pink in a certain way. Since I don't know what I'm doing with the colors, I'm winging it kind of. So just saying, if it doesn't look good, that's because I'm not good. Haha. It's good to acknowledge your weaknesses. I'm good at programming. I'm not really good at drawing, so this is purely learning in my opinion. But yeah, I would like some aliasing, I think, on this one as well, because I will need to change the line arts. Probably. B. Now this is a bit too light. Or is it? Dun dun dun. Yeah. I didn't see. Because then I need to change the lines anyway in the end. Yeah. Not problematic. Moment. Yeah. I don't necessarily hate it. Though for the skin, I want maybe some... Oh, the lighter accents are just too big. Too light, so... Less bending. Again. I don't want to overdo aliasing for multiple reasons, but one of them being that the animation process will be such a fucking nightmare. And I don't want that. No. Okay, so maybe the shade was not good. Okay. If I change for this shade, does that make it a bit better? Does that make it a bit better? Probably right. It's also easier for me to see. Yeah, no, because the shade is just... It's just too light. This is too brown. If I use this color... I ruined one of my color here. If I use this color... It's just technically for aliasing again. Or anti-aliasing. It's actually a bit better. I think it's okay. If I have the hair having that blob of skin, but then imagining I do it like that. Just for a moment, alright? Let's just imagine I do it like that. So she's technically lighter. Then it's a problem. So then I need to practically select that. Okay. And then if I use that as the highlighting tool, okay. Yeah, the only thing is that this color then doesn't pop enough. The color I selected for the gold doesn't pop enough. And this is sad. That color is too close to the skin color. So much so that I can't really differentiate them, as you can see. So it needs to be... I like the rose gold aspect of it. It needs to be a bit lighter. Maybe lighter. Maybe more lighter. looks like piss. I'm sorry, this looks like piss. It's just no, just not good. And if I do it there, it's better, but it's not perfect. I'd like some oranges. This is not bad, but I think we can do better. I want a tint of like, if I select something like that, you see where we are in the orange stuff. In a way, we could keep it like that. But then it's close to the skin. What if I do that? This is this kind of color. This is not good. So I think weirdly enough, I think the piece is better. But the piece is better. But I want to keep the gold, the rose gold. So yeah. And don't take that out of context, by the way. Thank you very much. So yeah. If I take something like that and then select this one, for example, would that be a better color? Yeah, I would like to be a bit roser. Like if I take that color, which is fine, I would like to feel more in the pink, kind of. Something like that, I guess. No, that doesn't pop enough. Like if I do it like that, for example, if I select this shade. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Then if I take the piece, this would be the orange, and so I can actually have that. This orange is not great, but I can take this one. And that looks like skin. Yeah. So maybe, oh, something like that is okay. I stand corrected, that's fine. Like that is okay. So we have pretty much the details I wanted. Might be a nightmare to manage, but it's okay. I want her some boots, and I think the easiest way would be to have like leather boots, or just like, I'm just gonna just like that, just so I have the idea. I just typed trendy woman boots. And they all have a lot of like high heels, bro. Sure. Sure. I like these ones. That's from Walmart apparently. I think they look cute. I would wear those. Let me show you. And these, look at these, they look cute. I would wear those, so we're gonna actually use them as reference. So again, let's move to the art again. So I want the color on one of these boots and the control again. So around this leather, I suppose. But then if I go back to here, I want to select the color. I just pop, and then I have that. So yeah, my artwork here is removed, but it's fine. I think I will have to actually manually change the shape of those. But they would be around there. Probably. How do they do that? So I see how they do. Like, pretty simple for this one. This is kind of where I'm going for. I'm just checking other examples. Yeah. You have a lot of looks like bending, but hi. So yeah, something like why? Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna say anything because even my my pose is like that, so it's fine. So something like for the boot, huh? I mean, it looks like a boot, alright. It's like I need to modify the line art then. So just slightly. So I have an ID because that's just that's ending on something that doesn't really make sense. But something like that probably, and then you need like something that looks kind of like that. Kind of. This is bad. I will need to remove the symmetry just so I have something a bit better, but yeah, and then I would like something like that probably, or and then what I can amount here is just reducing the size. Yeah, it needs to have a bulge though, and flat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do that like that. We have something that looks like a boot from afar. Does that look like a boot though? Because yeah, sweetie, I'm just gonna put your hair back. I don't hate it. Also, I'm not sure I'm actually in the confine of my sprite sheet though. Oh, I am. Oh, I mean, I would have just moved 1 point, but you know, or like 1 or 2 pixels up. But I'm inside the confine of my sprite sheet, so this is okay. She's two tiles tall, so it's fine. Well, so I'm still in the confine of that. So if I don't touch that, and I make the boots better than what they look like actually making some colors and stuff, we have something. And then I will need to actually be able to put some form of depth in the colors, so it looks like better. That's than what I have. But okay. What I want is I want to go back to. Hold on. I want to. Okay, I have that open in the new tab, so I have the info. I just want to go back to the boot I found there. Yay. You don't see that it's on my other screen or whatever. And so here we have the boots. That's cool. I'm okay with that. So with these, I want the colors to be dark for the sole. Oh, that's far away. Yeah. Let me zoom in quite a bit. So we want something like that for the sole, I think. No, I don't change the line art, Virgil. That's just not a good idea. So something like that for the sole. I think I want something that looks kind of fluffy, and I'm gonna use that tool. Never used it, so let's just try that. So that looks fluffy on top. Let's just reduce the size. So it's like pretty simple. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is okay. I'm sold on that tool. What? Oh yeah, no. Bro, this is incredible. Yeah, I'm sold on that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay. So let's just also get back to that for these. This one is the darker side. I don't need it to be projected like that. I want to select this now, and I want to have a version that is a bit lighter, and then I want the... Okay, so it does that on a single grid. It doesn't seem to change apparently, but it's fine if I do that for the middle. In a way, doesn't that look incredible? Am I the only one who thinks that looks incredible? Because I think it looks incredible. I quite love it. I'm really fond of that. She looks very, very cute. For a horror game, it's weird, but I don't dislike it. I'm quite fond of that. For the laces, I'm just gonna use the same tool again, just to see. So this does not work. I think I will have to do it myself, but it's fine. I don't care. Also, the color was not good. So something that is darker but not too dark. So something like that, I guess. Yep. Then just like that, I suppose. Okay. Sure. Sure, why not? I would like some silver now. Just so we have a silvery color. So something here, I think. Yeah. Okay. So up, up, up. Something like that. And then I would like on this side to have a little small thing like that. This silver, I want some tarnish in terms of color. So this is the silver tarnish. Then what I would want is something lighter, like really, really light. So if I remove the background, you don't see it quite well. But in the dark, it might actually pop, so I'm okay with that. Hi, welcome to the stream. So yeah. Maybe I need to put some tarnish on that, and then we have something that looks okay, I guess. Jeez. So I need the better colors, of course. The boots are good. The boots looks cute. I love that. Yes, with this little thing, I think it's cool. It gives some character to the boots. I like that. My two problem is that now I need to actually do the color inside, and that will be changing my my anti-aliasing, but I mean it's bad, so whatever. To have better colors than what I have for the moment, because I need to do some depth on the colors. They need to show like volumes, and that's something I don't know how to do. I'm a developer first and foremost. I'm not an artist, so that's gonna be an interesting phase, I guess. But yeah. Oh, oh. Did I put a fucking? If I do control click, normally it selects everything, right? So it selects the entire stuff and nothing else, right? Right. So, okay. So apparently, yeah, selection mask is all over. It's okay. The color is there. The line has been changed, but it's fine. Yeah. I think I will need to be a bit better. So I need to actually put the colors in for the volumes, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm just gonna stop there because we did some progress. She looks cute. Can't wait for her to be chased by a monster, but not out of context. Thank you very much. But yeah, she looks cute. I'm pretty happy about the colors and stuff. It's not bad. It's simple, and that's something I wanted to keep. I wanted something that was simple. I wanted something that looked good, but was simple and kind of girly, but not too weird. You know what I mean? It's simple. And I like that. I like that quite a lot. So I'm gonna stop on there. Just for a moment. Because now the problem will be me learning actually how to do the volumes in the color and stuff. And I need to read a lot of stuff. And it's not really interesting to watch on stream, me reading something. I mean, you know. So I'm just gonna stop there. It was nice though. We have something that looks kind of cool. Okay, honestly, it's not bad. I like that. I'm really happy about that. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you on Saturday. We will do some Hunt Showdown. Then on Sunday we have Path of Exile, and we will try to finally fucking get to the end game. My God. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic evening, and bye. And I need to be better with the trigger on that, so I'm faster to move to the good scene. All right, bye.